Hello friends and welcome to the channel Upload Jobs. Today I'm going to sharing about the requirements from Singapore, and first of all I would like to say you many thanks for your support. So today in this video I will share with you 12 jobs, 12 several types of jobs from Singapore. So any of these jobs, if your qualifications and your experience will be matched and you will fulfill by the employer requirements, you can apply for these jobs as soon as possible. So let's start. I will share with you 12 several types of jobs and also the basic needs to apply for these jobs and the applying process. So one thing I would like to suggest you, please go to the descriptions under this video and collect the all informations. These all requirements and all informations I already provide in the descriptions under the video. So if you have any problem to understand my language or understand my videos, you can go to the descriptions under this video and you can collect all informations, and you will get what is the jobs new openings from Singapore and what is the qualifications needs and what is the applying process. Everything details is there. So let's start. Number one, it's a junior business analyst required in Singapore. The job is junior business analyst. So let's focus what is the requirements, because if I will describe you everything, the video will be long. So let me explain you only the requirements to apply for these jobs. What is the jobs and what is the requirement to apply for these jobs, I will describe you. That's it. And you have to collect all information from the descriptions. So this is the job, junior business analyst. And I would like to suggest you, please go to the descriptions and read all this information, and let me explain what is the requirements to apply for this job, because this is the important point. So let's focus what is the requirements. So to apply for junior business analyst, you should have minimum of 3 years experience as a business analyst, hands-on experience on test writing, executing and monitoring a test, good understanding and working knowledge with experience on writing user stories, strong analytic skills. And they mention also what is the opportunity and what is the job responsibilities or work functions and what is the applying process. Let me explain what is the applying process. Email your update resume to this email ID. All shortlisted candidates will be contacted. All the best. So if you have the qualifications and experience as compared to the employer requirements to apply as a junior business analyst, you can apply by sending your CV to this email ID. Once your CV will be shortlisted, they will contact you for the interview. Once you're getting the success from interview, then we'll move forward to make visa and you can move to Singapore with the jobs. So the main 3 points is the job is junior business analyst and the requirement is here. What is the basic needs to apply for the jobs? Next point is how to apply. So let me explain the second jobs. Second job, system engineer required in Singapore. This is a job for system engineer. So let's focus what is the requirements to apply for these jobs. Minimum of 3 years experience as a system engineer, hands-on experience on servers, window and Citrix Server Management, Active Directory account management will be an advantage. Good experience in MS Office and Suite. Good knowledge in MS Windows troubleshooting. So if you have the experience and you have the qualifications to apply as a system engineer, you can apply by sending your CV to this email ID. Once your CV will be utilized, they will contact you for interview. So let's focus what is the next jobs. I am telling you, I am describing only the what is the job and what is the requirements and what is the applying process, and all other rest informations you have to read it from descriptions. So don't be confused. So let's focus. Next job is assistant manager required in Singapore. This is a job for assistant manager, and the requirement or the basic needs to apply for this job is, you can see here, minimum bachelor's degree in accountancy, finance, economics, mathematics or equivalent professional qualifications, at least 4 year experience in cash and FX management, knowledge in Bloomberg returns is an advantage, experience in FX trading system platform. So this is the basic needs to apply for these jobs as a assistant manager in Singapore. Let's focus what is the applying process. Applying process also the same. All shortlisted candidate will be contacted. Please drop your resume in MS Word document to this email ID. So let me highlight this email ID, and you have to send your CV to this email ID. Once your CV will be shortlisted, you will get contact from for the interview. And you can see here they mention the license number, the registration number, because this is a genuine and official requirements, official job requirements. So don't be confused and don't be worry. You can apply if your qualifications and experience you have as compared to the employer requirements. You can apply by sending your CV. So let's focus what is the next jobs. Urgent operations operation executive. I am describing you very shortly because the video will be long. So I already told you. Once again, I want to tell you, I am just describing you and just explain you what is the job and what is the requirements to apply for these jobs and what is the applying process. Another informations you have to collect from descriptions. So don't be confused and don't be worried. So next job is urgent operations executive required in Singapore. This is a job for operation executive. What is the requirements to apply for this job? Let's focus. Minimum diploma holder, minimum 1 year of experience in related field, able to perform work under minimal supervision and yet be able to work as a team, possesses positive learning attitude and willingness to strive for success. So this is the basic needs to apply for this job to work as a operation executive. So let's focus what is the applying process. Applying process also say interested candidates, interested applicants, please send your resume to this email ID or this email ID. Once your CV will be shortlisted, you will get contact for an interview. You can see here the contact number, the license number, the registration number because this is official and genuine requirements from Singapore. So don't be confused, don't be in doubt. So let's focus. I'm telling you again and again, I am describing you very shortly because the video will be long. So I'm describing you the jobs and the requirements to apply for these jobs and what is the applying process. Other informations you have to go to the descriptions under this video and you have to read it carefully. I'm telling you again and again, don't be forget. So next position, corporate sales executive in Singapore. So this is a job for corporate sales executive. So what is the requirements to apply for these jobs? Minimum a diploma degree in business related studies, at least 3 to 5 years of corporate sales experience handling hospitality industry prefer, able to maintain effective performance under pressure, great interpersonal and communication skills, and sales driven. So this is the basic needs to apply for these jobs to work as a corporate sales executive. So if you have the qualifications and the experience according to the employer requirements, you can apply by sending your CV. Let me highlight this CV email ID. You have to send your CV and all documents to this email ID. Once your CV will be shortlisted, you will be get contacted. And they already mentioned here. You can see the license number and the contact number, everything details. So let's focus next requirements. Sales service manager in Singapore. So this is a job for sales and service manager. The requirements are the qualifications and experience needed. Let's focus. Degree, diploma in mechanical engineering or business administration preferred. Knowledge of experience in fire safety and smoke control planning and in service and maintenance business is required. Experience in managing, dealing with a building MA is plus. Minimum of 4 to 5 years experience in sales and marketing. Possesses good interpersonal and communication skills. Self-motivated and diligent. Possesses good sales track record. So you should have this all capacity or all experience and qualifications to work or to apply as a sales service manager. So let's focus the applying process. Applying process are the same. Please email your resume to this email ID. Once your CV will be shortlisted, you will get contact for interview. So many times in my previous videos, I already told you about the genuine process to get abroad jobs. The process is you have to apply by yourselves first of all. Then, if your CV will be shortlisted by the employer, they will contact you by your email or by your contact numbers for interview. Once you getting success from interview, they will guide you. Also, they will provide you a sponsor letter or offer letter. According to the offer letter or sponsor letter, you have to make the visa and can move that country with a jobs. This is genuine process. So this is the jobs for sales and service managers. This is the requirements to apply for these jobs. And if you are interested and you have the qualifications and experience, you can apply by sending your CV to this email ID. Then you will get contact for your interview if your CV will be shortlisted. So let's focus. You can observe, I am telling you again and again the same things because before I am getting so many confusing comments in my videos. How to apply, what is the process? That's why I am telling you again and again, don't be confused. I'm telling you again and again eh, because you should keep in mind all information is in front of you. Don't be confused how to apply, what is the applying process, what is the qualifications need. Don't be confusing comments in my videos. So I can request you, don't be confused. You can read this all information from descriptions. Then you will understand how to apply and what is the requirements to apply for these jobs. And I'm telling you, this is a genuine information. This is a genuine requirements. If you want to get a job, you can apply by genuine process. So let's focus. Sales and marketing executive required in Singapore. This is sales and marketing executive. The requirement is like a degree or diploma in a field, minimally 2 years of experience, B2B corporate sales, events sales, media sales experience in the marketing. Passionate individual who is help driven, ability to develop good relationships, excellent presentations, positive mindset, and demonstrated ability, confident and outgoing individual with good learning attitude. So you should have this all capacity or all experience and qualifications to apply to work as a sales and marketing executive. So if you have the qualification and experience, you can apply by sending your CV to this email ID. So let's focus the next jobs. Account executive. I already told you before this that in this video I will share with you 12 several types jobs. So this is number 8, account executive required in Singapore. So let's focus what is the requirements to apply for these jobs. The requirements is, you can see here, 2 to 3 years of accounting experience. Candidates with prior audit experience will be an added advantage. Candidate with immediate notice is a plus point. Strong communication skills to realize with stakeholder top managements. So you should have these qualifications and experience to apply for this job to work as an account executive. So the process is, you have to send your CV to this email ID, then they will contact you once your CV will be shortlisted for an interview. Applying process is same. You have to send your documents to this email ID, then they will contact for interview. Let's focus the next requirements. Admin executive required in Singapore. So let's focus what is the requirements to apply as an admin executive. So you can see here that an experience handling choose is island pass applications for employees. Comfortable working, commuting to during island office on daily basis. This is the requirements. This is the job descriptions, means what is the work functions, and this is the applying process. You have to send your CV to this email ID if you are interested to apply as a admin executive in Singapore. So let's focus next jobs. Customer service executive. So this is number 10 jobs. This is a jobs for customer service executive, and I already told you this all jobs requirements from Singapore. And let's focus what is the requirements to apply for these jobs to work as a customer service executives. So it needs experienced working in customer service industry, call centers, contact centers, hotel, retail, instructions, etc. Comfortable working with any assigned shift, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Comfortable working on weekends or public holidays, rotating 5 working days per week. So you should have the capacity or you should have the experience to work as a customer service executive. If you are interested to apply for these jobs, you can send your CV to this email ID. Once your CV will be shortlisted, you will get contacted by the employer to attend the interview. And I already told you, they mentioned their contact numbers, the license number, the registration number. You can directly contact. If you are in Singapore already, you already stay in Singapore, you can directly contact by their contact numbers, and you can verify about these requirements. So let's focus next jobs. Office come golf retail personnel required. So this is job for office come golf retail personnel required in Singapore. So let's focus what is the basic needs to apply for these jobs to work as a office come golf retail personnel. So you can see here the requirements: proficiency in spoken and written English to handle phone calls and emails. 6 days work week including weekends and public holidays. Experience in retail and admin industry preferred. So please keep in mind and focus this point. Experience needed in retail and admin industry preferred. Advantage if applicant is golfer or interested in golf. So if you want to apply for these jobs to work as office come golf retail personnel, you should have the experience, you should have the capacity to do this work. And if you are interested to apply for these jobs, you have to send your resume to this email ID. Once your CV will be shortlisted, they will contact for interview. They also mention the contact numbers. You can directly contact if you want to verify, or if you are already in Singapore, you can directly call them and you can verify about these requirements. Let's focus the number 12, accountant required. This is the accounting jobs. let's focus what is the requirements to apply for these jobs. They require degree in accountancy or equivalent qualifications, 3 to 5 years minimum of reporting experience. Candidates with both auditing and commercial accounting experiences preferred, proficient in ERP systems, meticulous, organized, and good attention to details, good interpersonal and communication skills. So please focus this point. If you interested or you want to apply to work as an accountant in Singapore, you should have the qualifications and experience and also capacity to do this work. Then you can apply. So the applying process is you have to send your CV to this email ID. Let me highlight this email ID, this both email id. You can send in this either this email id or this one. You have to send your cv. Once your cv will be shortlisted, they will contact for interview. So this is the number 13, equipment maintenance. So before I already told you that 12 several types of no, sorry for that. This is number 13, equipment maintenance technician required in Singapore. So let's focus what is the requirements to work as an equipment maintenance technician. You can see here the needs. They need, can see the job descriptions and next steps, and I think they mentions here attractive allowance category engineering, permanent and stable career opportunity to work in business company with your experience, 12 hours in rotating shifts, US MNC, Japan MNC office hours, work life balance. That means you have to focus what is the job descriptions. Executive of preventive and corrective maintenance equipment troubleshooting, set of conversations to perform machine recovery, establish the weekly, monthly, quarterly, and annually overall and maintenance schedule, investigate and analyze root cause of chronic issues timely to solve them and sustain results the talents. So if you want to apply for these jobs, you should have to read it carefully what is the job descriptions and what is the requirements to apply for these jobs. And the applying process is same. You have to send your cv and all certificates to this email id. Once your cv will be utilized, they will contact you for an interview. So you can see here the requirements for equipment maintenance technician. Don't be confused, I'm telling you again and again. If you have any problem to understand my language or understand these videos, you can go to the descriptions under this video. All information is there. Please read it carefully, then you will know what is the requirements to apply for these jobs. So let's focus. Next job is oil and gas pharma technician required in Singapore. So this is the oil and gas professional jobs. Let's focus what is the requirements, and they mention the job descriptions. And with us focus in job descriptions, oil and gas assembly and produce fats according to customer specifications, plans, organize and troubleshoot. If you focus on the job descriptions, you will get to know what is the requirements to apply for these jobs. So perform the setup, calibration, testing and troubleshooting of components, instruments and mechanical assemblies and final systems, pharmaceuticals. Perform various activities and tasks required in the tablet and capsules manufacturing facility. So I can request you, if you interested to work for these jobs, you want to apply for these jobs, please read all these informations from the descriptions, because the video will be long and I cannot describe you fully. That's why I'm request you, please go to the descriptions and read all this information very carefully. So if you interested to apply for these jobs, you can send your cv to this email id. If you interested to work as a oil and gas pharma technician jobs in Singapore, you have to read it carefully. What is the requirements? They already mentioned so job descriptions and what is the applying process. Applying process, you have to send your CV and documents to this email ID. So friends, let me highlight again what is the overall, how many types of jobs and what is the jobs. So you can see here junior business analyst, number 2 system engineer, number 3 assistant manager, number 4 urgent operation executive, number 5 corporate sales executive, number 6 sales and service manager, number 7 sales and marketing executive, number 8 accountant executive, number 9 admin executive, number 10 customer service executive, number 11 office com golf retail personnel required, number 12 accountant required, number 13 equipment maintenance technician, number 14 oil and gas pharma technician. So there is 14 several types of jobs. Sorry, before I already told you that 12 jobs. Sorry for that. This is a 14 several types of job requirements from Singapore. So any of these jobs, if you are interested to apply, don't be late. Go to descriptions and collect this all informations and read it carefully. Then collect the email ID for any jobs you want to apply. Then you have to send your CV. Once your CV will be shortlisted, the company or the employer will contact you by your email or by your contact numbers, which contact numbers you give in your CV. So then you will attend the interview. Then you can proceed for the visa and job. So friends, today I can suggest you, don't miss this chance. This is a good and latest job openings from Singapore and several types of jobs. Don't miss this chance. Collect this all informations and apply as soon as possible. So friends, in the next video I will share with you the latest openings or new jobs from another country. So stay with me. God bless you and thanks for watching this video up to end.